What stands out to me when I read this verse are the powerful words that are used. Words like created, formed, redeemed, summoned, and loved build decisive declarations spoken by God to us. He says, I have created you, I have redeemed you, I have summoned you, you are mine, and you are loved. When I read this verse, it feels like I'm being spoken to directly, and I am, because God declares these things for everyone, including me. With all the billions of people that God has created and summoned, he decided to also create me and has summoned me by name for an important purpose. Graduating high school and starting another chapter, I don't really know what God's purpose is for me, but something I think I am being called to do is to care for people. This is why I plan on becoming a physical therapy assistant, so that I can help people heal and have a positive impact on their lives. Other than that, I don't really know what God's purpose is for me. I don't know how the rest of my life will pan out or what it will hold, but I know that whatever God has planned for me is far better than any plan that I could ever imagine. So even if I don't know what he has called me to do, he said, I have summoned you by name, and those words are so encouraging. And although he doesn't say it will be easy, he promises to be with me and to keep me safe through everything. And those 5 words, I will be with you, are so comforting. I have been attending Pine Shores my whole life, surrounded by people who care about me and people who help me grow in my faith. Someone I met here who has been especially influential in my life is Terry Jo. I met her when I was about 7 or 8 years old, and from then on, she has been a mentor, a teacher, and a friend, encouraging me in everything that I do and helping me to grow in my faith. 2 more important people in my life are my best friends, Sam and Amy. Considering I have known them since I was 1 year old, they have played a huge role in making me who I am today. But the most important people in my life and my faith journey are my parents. They have given me incredible opportunities and supported me in everything I do, like school and volleyball, lots and lots of volleyball. They instilled morals in me, taught me to be loving and kind, and demonstrated a strong faith in God. Although I grew up in this church, my parents have always told me that what I believe is up to me. So to be honest, I am not a very religious person, nor do I want to be, because I don't believe that in order to be saved, you have to follow the detailed guidelines of a specific religion, and I don't think that I must go to church every Sunday or avoid or do certain things because of my religion. But here's what I do believe. I believe that I was created by God. The same God who formed the mountains and placed the stars for his glory also created me for his glory. The same God who paints the most elaborate sunsets also designed me. I believe that I am loved by love himself. I believe that I am called by God to shine his light, to show kindness and love to everybody I cross paths with, because that is what he does for us. And I believe that I am on a journey with God, one where my faith and understanding in and of him deepens every day, where even when I lose sight of him, his love for me always remains. Thank you.
Hi guys, good morning. Truthfully, when I first read this passage, the cinematic image of Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible came to mind. I thought of the scene when the bloody Tom runs in slow motion towards the camera while the suspenseful music thunders and the background fills with explosions. As per usual, the fire never reaches to consume Tom Cruise, and the movie continues with him getting the girl. In my mind, this scene is the hidden reality of walking through everyday life. We walk through the flames every day unharmed. I see it that as I live, the fiery explosions of my everyday struggle will not consume me or burn me, just like Tom Cruise's scene. He and the people I love serve as my cinematic directors, making sure I walk through those flames unharmed. And hey, maybe I'll get the guy too. But the first 14 years of my life, my support system was mainly my parents. Then when I got to high school, family took a new meaning. My family grew to close friends in the Pine Shores youth group. Pine Shores has been in my life since my baptism, right there. When I was a child, my mother took me to Mother's Morning Out, and then when I was old enough, to Joy Company and Vacation Bible School over the summers. Vacation Bible School I always loved, especially Snack and the Chat of the Chipmunk movies. Then around middle school, I became a Vacation Bible School crew leader, which at the time was a position I took great pride in. Then, when the high school came around, with a push from Terry Jo, I joined the youth group. At first, I was reluctant, for I used to be quite shy, but one day she asked me, "What can I do?" And I looked at her and I said, Julia Braun needs to be there, and that was that. But youth group did not truly feel like a second home until I made one of the best choices to go to Montreat in my 8th grade summer. The trip was a big leap for me. I had never been away from my family for that long, and all the kids were older than I. But I got on the bus. I came away from the trip with 3 things: friendship from my peers, laughs, like when Mackenzie Vance filled my bed with toilet paper as a prank, and inspiration when 1,000 teen voices and song tremble the floor and shake your soul. I have many fond memories at youth, from talks with Ken Kaiser about tennis to twinning in jorts and a pink tank top with Greg Braun, but my ultimate favorite has to be from last year's trip to Montreat. I was sitting in a pizza restaurant with the youth group when I see this man in a gaudy Bob Ross t-shirt, palm tree socks, swim trunks, and a Pokemon hat walking by me. He immediately caught my eye, and the first thing I thought was, swim trunks? We aren't in Florida. This dude is odd. And then I recognized him as Mart, and then I proceeded to scream very loudly. You see, Mart did not come on this year's trip like he always had, which was very sad since he is one of my favorite people. In fact, I call him Martamello, which is another story, but Mart came to fly out to surprise us, and that really made my year. The youth group has blessed me with more memories than I can count. However, the true example of their presence in my life came last Youth Sunday. It was here with the youth group, after Youth Sunday, when I found out that my grandfather passed away. The youth group, especially Miss Myers, was there for me and provided me with the support I needed. The youth group is a positive presence in my life and has established a sense of family beyond blood. I choose to share this with you today because, for me, the scripture is about my loved ones who protect me from the flames and waves of life. The kids at youth group, Mart, Terry Jo, Corey Rigney, Karen Wismer, Libby Tyner, and my family have guided and protected me through my faith journey, confirmation, school stresses, and overall struggles. No matter where I go, or who I become, or who I choose to be, I feel safe knowing that I will always have a home here. Thank you.